Oh, that was too soon. I did that too soon. Oh well. Oh my god, my face. Oh my god, my face. All right. We got some stuff to talk about. Before all that, Ryu, not Rio, but Ryu, has a video that I wanted to see on Blue Mages. What? Oh, what's up, Judy? Well, hey, how you doing, man?
And whatever, take your...
Okay, first time asker.
pick. I had a strange idea, but I would love to see in 14. How about to make the Blue Mage as a legit tank? So I've actually been considering making a video with my thoughts on this exact idea.
There we go. So this was a video. Here we go. I found it. It was on Mr. Happy. So he was talking about Blue Mage becoming a legit tank. You can actually make them kind of like a legit tank in Final Fantasy 11. But you know, there lies the conundrum. Nothing wrong with your face. You're good looking. My face though. My face is here though. Haven't been interested for ages. Honestly, we were playing Final Fantasy 11 before. That's why this conversation came up, and I asked Rio to come up with the video.
One comment for it, and it made the most sense I've ever heard. I have to have seen this comment before because there's no way it's the first time I've seen it. I just have to be blanking it out.
This was
Blue Mages in every game, literally their entire goal is to get hit. To learn
attacks. I've been in here for ages.
If that doesn't
What's up, Judy?
I know. Obviously, know that their goal to be hit doesn't necessarily mean they are innately tanky. But I even think back to some of the Blue Mage abilities you get across the games, and there's a variety of effects, but they all usually have some sort of defensive tools.
Okay, so it's only
their offensive
a couple minutes,
which
maybe like a whole minute.
Sounds pretty much like the way tanks are being played right now. You know, they're basically functioning as a 5th and 6th DPS with some extra defensive capabilities. That pretty much sounds like Blue Mage would fit right in. I honestly think it's a good idea, and I think it also makes Samurai able to be a DPS, as you list right here. You have a theory of why Samurai must be a DPS, but that's a topic for another time. But yeah, I'm all for the idea. I think...
Well, that's funny because this was before Stormblood comes out, right? This was before Stormblood. This was probably from Ryu asking Mr. Happy on this question. Blue Mages can be tanky. That is a thing. They can be tanky, so... I want to hear what the rest of you wants to say.
It is the right idea for Blue Mage because it gives them a better way of capturing that I need to get hit by things to learn them. There's no way you won't because you're the tank in every group. It just makes more sense that way. So we'll see what they end up doing because I still have, problems with the way they'd probably have to implement Blue Mage.
Yeah, and was this before they came out with Blue Mage in 14 as a limited job? Probably. Thinking about it. 10 years ago? Yeah, so this was 10 years ago? Probably. I think so. Blue Mage in 14 is technically an all-arounder, so you can become DPS healer or a tank. In 11, depends on your sub-job. Anyway, Blue Mages can be whatever they want. Absolutely. I mean, so have healers at this point. It's not an issue with the supports themselves. There's a fundamental issue with the way the battle system works. Exactly. And that's what I've been saying the entire time. If they're going to do something like add like another job, or if they want to make the jobs feel more free, they have to do something with the battle system. Like the system itself is old. And the way they made it throughout the decade they were going through with 14. Yeah, it's going to catch up. The cracks are going to form. Green Mage always fight up close, but only using spells to support. Wait, Green Mages... They're support. They always fight up close. Do Red Mages just not have just not as much in 14? No, blue mages have unique abilities with different side effects that works in tandem with their abilities in 14, and in other games they're just monster abilities with weird effects that you don't usually see on main characters. Abolish the 2-minute buff window. I agree. I agree. Honestly, I would think that like there has to be some uniqueness with the DPS. I think like casters should have like not just a burst, not a burst window so to say, but like consistency. I think melee DPS should have like a burst window of like a minute, and if they're like really heavy and they do damage all at once, maybe keep the 2 minutes. I don't know, I'm just spitballing here. Dude, I have some I've been screaming for the 2-minute meta to be removed for ages. Yeah, I mean, I still agree. Funny though, red and blue mages can normally be whatever they want to be. In a way, yes, you're right. But for the most part, they're either DPS or support. Red mages are not really known to be very healthy, but like you wouldn't throw just a red mage as a tank if it can be helped. If the tank ever goes down, yeah, you would probably throw a red mage like into the fray, be like, hold on until we revive the tank. Usually that's how it goes. But for the most part, red mages are usually like DPS or support. Not always a tank. It's situational, I believe. The support and debuffs and defense buff and debuffs, and that whack thing with the mace that tank. Okay. I mean, buff synergy should be party and job responsibility. We already have party comp where selfish DPS could be a thing. Very much so. Healer needs to have the healing button trimmed overall because we have too many buttons that do the exact same thing. I'm not going to speak too much on healers. I only just got into like Sage, but for Sage, he's like a weirdo with all the healers because he can actually do damage and heal at the same time. So he's a weirdo. But yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Red mages are slightly bulkier mages because they are meant to use a sword. That's true, but you don't want to put them in the front line as a tank all the time. You know, it's just like it gets to a point. I mean, buff synergy. I already said that actually. Yeah, you're right about that. All blue mages talk reminds me of Toho fan RPG. One of the characters literally play as a blue mage, and kind of fitting considering who the character is. I don't know anything about Toho. Well, except for when Toho was really big back in the past. Machina is a pure DPS. They need to buff it and leave it alone. I think Machina should go back to being like also a support, because like what's the point of the turrets if you just throw them out and they just shoot things like a turret, when back in the day they were buffing people. Depends on a healer. I mean, when you simplify it, sure. Now, healers in general have too many buttons, or just different flavors of healing. I mean, if you put it simply, I mean, yeah. But I mean, you're right. I want healers to be able to do more with their, like, I want them to feel fulfilled. But I'm not the best person to comment on that, because I'm not a main heal. I'm not. When I played Sage, it felt like I said, it's a weirdo. So we just saw this. So I was featured in a video. I didn't want to be featured in a video. I really did not want to be featured. So, okay, I did not want to be featured in a video. I made a comment on a tweet. Some of you already know what that tweet is. And here's what I'm going to say. I am not the biggest fan of the person of the subject of the video, which is Tectone. I'm not the biggest fan. I don't hate him. I think his takes are reasonable. Recently he said Hassan copyrighted his YouTube channel, and that's why he's on Rumble. Honestly, I would like him to show receipts on that. I mean, that's fair. I think he should show receipts on that. Like, I'm fair in my judgment, right? I don't hate Tectone. I think he's a fair dude as far as I can tell. Whether he's right or wrong about some things, the one thing that should be noted is that he has like a court order to never talk about his ex-wife or girlfriend or whatever, And she went up and basically did talk about him, and he couldn't say a thing. He did say something vaguely, which I don't think was against his court order, but what I was worried about wasn't Tectone for sure, right? I wasn't really caring about Tectone, but she said that she was a SA victim. And when I looked at the clip on Twitter, I said, that's very odd. So that's the context of things. Here's the video. I don't know if anybody knows Internet Versus. Unfortunately, my tweet is featured in this video. Unfortunately. I don't know if anybody knows an SA victim. I don't know if anybody knows, like, if you've, God forbid, any of you have gone through anything that's involving SA, but 100% the people that I know who went through SA never laughed about their assault. Never laughed about their assaulter. They don't want to talk about it. They don't even laugh about it. And even if you say, oh, dark humor, that's too dark. Kind of forgot they existed. Man, I haven't seen Internet Versus in a while. Yeah. Basically, he's supposed to be like the replacement to Bo Blacks, but I don't think... like, I don't watch Bo Blacks anymore. Yeah. More people are watching this guy than Bo Blacks, apparently. I'm not too sure about that. I have no idea. But focus. Focus, Yami. Focus. So he talks, so basically, I think this is the tweet. No. So Tectone talks about how he was banned on YouTube. He talks about how, and here's his video where he talks about
who are currently abusing the copyright strike channel.
So he names Hassan out for copyright striking his YouTube channel, right? And honestly, I really do need to see the receipts on that. If he like posted a tweet saying like, here's the email and all that stuff, then I would be more convinced, but I'm not really convinced. Some people are saying this is just an excuse to go on Rumble. I don't go to Rumble. I don't watch people on Rumble. I don't care if he's on Rumble. But here this goes.
Feature on YouTube.
This is his context.
Number 1, Hassan Piker.
There he goes. He says, now he does not like Hassan. He does not like Hassan at all.
It's Ariana Grande. Yes, so we currently...
And apparently Ariana Grande, so apparently he has 2 copyright strikes. And again, people are saying, you know, they're calling him out, saying like, show the receipts that you are struck by these people. Honestly, I'm with those people saying you need to show the receipts, man.
Currently have a couple warnings on our channel as well as a strike, and the reason why for this one will blow your mind. Out of everything that I say on this channel, and I get it, sometimes I say some crazy things. I don't really think I say anything too diabolical, but all I said was due to, and I'm going to have my...
He basically said that Hassan, apparently like someone was, basically, okay, let him say it, actually.
I'm going to have to censor a lot of things that I say going forward, hence why I'm very glad I'll be streaming on Rumble very soon, because what's going to happen is I'm going to stream completely uncensored on Rumble, because I've never heard of a single person ever be banned on that platform.
Now, the fluidity of his comment saying that he's being censored on YouTube, the fluidity on that, I could believe it. If you get too noticed by YouTube, yeah, they'll start sending you stuff. They'll start saying stuff to you. And I believe Tectone is on their radar because people talk about Tectone, whether people think he's relevant or not. And you know what? I'm just going to give the context. Basically, he said Asmongold, right? Hassan is riding Asmongold's manhood. Basically. He's riding Asmongold's manhood because Asmongold is basically destroying Hassan in terms of viewers, or basically if it wasn't for Asmongold existing, Hassan would probably not have too much to talk about. Like, he needs someone to hate. basically the context of that. Basically, he said Asmongold, or I'm sorry, Hassan is manhood writing Asmongold. That's what he said. And he got, apparently he got a copyright strike from Hassan. But I want to see that email. For me, I want to see that email. I mean, it could be a thing, it could not be a thing, but that's what people want. And they're calling him a liar because he's not showing that email. So it kind of makes sense. But here's the other thing that happened, and a lot of you guys already know this. So there was a video, Snot-Nosed Swagger, did Tectone potentially violate his protective order because of this? Pichu roast 2 days ago. I haven't had, well, okay, let me just show that he throws the video out in there. Here you go.
And then, did Tectone potentially violate his protective order because of this Pink Chiyu roast 2 days ago? Attaching this clip of Tectone's ex.
Alex, I haven't had
Did you know the last guy not have sex with you or what?
Well, he was only attracted to anime women, so. But it looked pretty anime. Kawaii desu.
I just want to comment that none of them act like a goth. None of them feels like a goth to me. I'm just saying.
What do you mean he was only attracted to anime women? Was he like addicted to?
Hi.
So he was addicted to guy? So he was addicted so much he didn't want to have sex with the real thing?
Something along those lines.
If you suffer from this, call 1-800 Yikes.
I forgot he dabbed there. Oh my god.
Okay, all right, and Bella, what kind of guy are we looking for Pink?
A guy with hair, number one.
What's this whole, like, you know, bald guys thing?
Bald guys are fine, but her ex was bald, so she needs a change of pace.
Then it's not
Again.
Swagger follows up the post with a screenshot of Tectone's now deleted tweets.
That's what Tectone puts out.
Potentially violates his protective order. And it's Tectone saying, "Y'all ever heard of a sexual assault victim complaining they weren't getting enough?"
So I don't know how protective orders works. Maybe we can look that up real quick. But basically, there's a protective order for Pinkchu, where Tectone cannot talk about her at all for 10 years. Well, he loses his gun license for 10 years. I don't know how long this court order stays. Maybe for another 10 years, maybe forever. I'm not sure. But basically, he's not supposed to be involved or talk about her.
With attaching a link to the archive.org Wayback Machine archive. Shamu replies to the clip by saying, "Bro got cooked so bad he broke the order. Deliver the food says,
Here it comes.
I'm still flabbergasted she dated him." The Indie Observer.
This was not supposed to happen. This was never supposed to happen. This was never supposed to happen. No, it's not good that I got noticed, Cherry. It's not good. And the reason why I got noticed is because I had so many likes and so many people looking at the thing. And all I said was something that I think everybody would have, like, some people would have said, right? It wasn't just me that said that in the tweets. And you know what? I should have saw the warning signs when I saw like a few dozen people bookmarking the page, and I was like, oh crap, oh crap. There's always a chance this can happen. True, but I'm not important. And you know what I think it is? It's that damn blue check mark. It probably boosted my tweet a little bit. And the reason why I even got that thing was to promote the Indie Observer. And I didn't even say, I said, unfortunately, Techie can't speak up for himself. I said that because, like, honestly, I do want to see them dish out against each other on Twitter, but they can't. But it's unfortunate he really can't defend himself anymore. Like, not with this girl. This girl gets to speak all types of crap about him forever, and he can't do anything about it. Can you consider yourself promoted? I don't know, because the way he takes this tweet, just watch, just keep watching.
Says, odd. I wouldn't think a victim would openly talk about her assaulter so vagrantly. Also, odd how she seems very essential for a victim. Unfortunately, Techie can't speak up for himself. Though
Wait. Oh, he had to censor sexual? What? You can't say that on YouTube? Ah, crap.
She seems very acceptable for a victim. Unfortunately, Techie can't speak up for himself. Though, kind of funny how one of them is getting married and the other is still single.
None of that was for or against anybody, but I was pointing out something that was strange. A SA victim is just all open about the fact that she's just in front of the world making fun of her SA assaulter. We had this conversation before, but does it make sense for someone who went through that to just outright joke about it in front of thousands of people? Does that make sense? I just pointed that out. That's all I did. I pointed that out and I said, that's odd. That is weird. That's strange. Like, I've never heard of anybody who was assaulted at all. And they start joking about it later on, right? Listen, I could be wrong. Right? I could be wrong. Like, maybe after the incident and ruminating on it, because this, I believe, was like 3 years ago or something like that, some long time ago. Maybe she's just okay with it now. Maybe she's just like, it happened. Okay, I won my court case. Now I get to have fun, right? Maybe that's it. But like, if it was like on the other shoe, and like Techie was, like, say, okay, let's say Techie won the court case, right? Right? What if Techie won the court case? She would probably be all over Twitter talking about he's a monster, like nobody should trust him, he can't do that, and blah, 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 blah. I'm going to appeal this and all that other stuff and make it a big deal online. I imagine that's what would happen if Techie won. Oh boy, that tweet really doesn't sound good on paper. I said, odd. I wouldn't think a victim would openly talk about her assaulter so vagrantly. Also odd how she seems very sexual for a victim. And that's only because I know SA victims, and they just don't talk about it. They are scarred from it. They don't make jokes about it. They don't want to talk about it. And she's like oddly very sexual, because one of the things about being an SA victim is that you may go through some mental disability or mental instability that disallows you to do that activity. Like, maybe the tweet that, you know what, Jehudi, you have a point. You have a point. Honestly, I want you to criticize this. That's me, by the way. I want you to criticize this and tell me, how does it look wrong? I want to know. And I'm all for it. I'm all for the judgment. I'm all for the, tell me how I could be wrong. I want to know. But he featured it in the video, and I'm so mad.
No one replies. This is your thought process? So you want victims to not talk about their assault? You want them to revert back to virgins and never have a sex again?
So, first of all, do you want me to speak from personal experience? Go right ahead. If you want to, in a DM, let me know. Go right ahead.
I don't understand. What is this
from personal experience, go right ahead. Now, granted, I'm not saying that you can't talk about this. You can't talk about it. I'm just saying, like, it's odd that she's just doing this openly in front of thousands of people. I would think that you want to be confident, like in confidence with maybe like, someone personal, a friend, or, a psychiatrist who you could talk to about all this. And not laugh, giggle, and have like some sort of like plaything about something that was major in your life. I'm just saying, with the people that I've known and the experience that I have not gone through it, but the experience of having, people telling me their experience, But
take. And the Indie Observer replies,
But again,
I'm going to assume this is a post
like I
because
said,
nothing of the
criticize
sort.
me,
Assault
Jehudi.
victims
Tell me
do
what.
not just
Tell me
joke
everything
and
that I
talk
just
about
did
their
wrong.
assault or assaulter. I just said it was odd. And Jules says, you are out.
I'm an SA victim. I personally joke about my SA struggles, and I make it my it makes me hypersexual. It's shit that I actively work through. It's shit that I legit need a therapist for. So, okay. So I get her viewpoint. Okay. Fair. That's very fair. That's very fair. This is the first time I actually, and I didn't know that about you, Jehudi. This is the first time I actually heard that about that. I don't think you, maybe you have, I'm not too sure. But this is the first time I actually heard that. I thought in my corner of the world that was kind of odd that you would just openly talk about that in front of like thousands of people. I thought that was kind of odd because every person that I knew who went through SA was more or less just confident about that. Like they stayed in confidence about that. Like people didn't really openly joke about it. And every time, someone even talked about the name of the assaulter, they would like break down or they don't want to talk about it. So fair enough. If you joke about the SA struggles or something, God forbid you ever have to actually talk about it. People cope differently. Some shut themselves out. Others find comfort in letting it out. Yeah, I've never experienced anybody who gone through like, and I'm talking about not just like light SA. I'm talking about the worst thing that you can think imaginable. Like I've never had anybody come up and just joke about it for me. Never. Like they never like joke about it on their side, but that does bring in a whole new point of view. That does. If people cope about it in that way, you know what? Fair enough. What's up, Black Eye Senpai? How you doing, man? Fair enough. Very rare case, I'm putting it lightly. I know it was a long time for me even to get grips to what happened to me. Honestly, since it happened 3 years ago for this girl, then, fair enough. If that's the way she copes about it, by turning it into humor, that's all it was. That's all it is. Honestly, like I said, it was my opinion in calling it odd. I wasn't saying anything against her. I just said it was odd because, like I said, I've never had an assaulter or somebody that I knew who was assaulted who coped that way, because they usually just want to forget about it. And usually when they want to perform with their new partner, sometimes it just doesn't work out for them. And that was like 100% of my like overall third party experience. Like I've never had it, and God forbid I want to like bring up anything harmful for anybody else. If the shoe was on the other foot, she very well could be screaming about it on Twitter. I mean, going on Twitter, I think going on in Twitter and like writing about it, and then going on a TV show or a series or something like that, it's called Goth House. Going on a series where you get like thousands, potentially millions of people who watch you, and you just openly talk about like your past experience with SA, I just thought that was odd. Like, I wouldn't advise any of my friends who did go through SA to talk about it unless they want to speak in confidence. But I also said, do what you need to do to cope. Just don't do drugs. I said that. I was like, do what you need to do, just don't do drugs. But again, people cope differently. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. People cope differently. You're right. So in this case, I'm going to take the L. I'm going to take the L. I'm going to take the L on this one. Because since Jehudi brings up his experience, I'm going to take the L. She ain't in the right either. It makes her look bad. It only makes her look bad because she's a public face, I think. Like, she's giggling, laughing about it, and what you said, it's a different way of coping about it. But again, my experience was totally different from like the experience of others, including yourself, that laughs about it. I just never see it like was laughed about it. I'm just saying. But on that note, take care of yourselves. Just take care of yourselves. Like shit like this does happen. It sucks, man. It sucks. And all I was saying is that maybe, and I was trying to say in some way, maybe she shouldn't talk about that on the internet. I was just saying, you know. Honestly, this doesn't even make her look bad, Jehudi. Honestly, it makes her look more or less like somebody you should sympathize for. Again, it's the magnitude in which she does this, and it's fair for people to think it's odd. Do you guys even know what the thing was? The essay was, right? Maybe that's the reason why she's taking it very lightly. I'm not too sure. It's the same thing in my eyes, what happened. But basically, she claims that Tectone forced her to, you know, do oral. That was the thing. That's still bad. That's still bad if it's true, you know? There wasn't like, you know, I want to say pokey. We're still on YouTube. There wasn't any like pokey in the nether regions. It was oral, and apparently she wasn't about it. And that's the essay. I'm just saying though, I don't think you should pull up your situation. Oh, damn ads. What? Damn it. Twitch. All right. Okay, so what is odd is just the idea she went in public show to joke like that. I'm just saying. I want to wait for Jehudi to come back. He says he has ads. You know how Twitch ads are. They're pretty bad. Oh, Jehudi, you're back. I agree with Yui here. Again, magnitude of which she does this. It's fair for people to think it's odd. I agree with him on that one. But the fact that I was featured here was for the purpose of seeing like someone talking about it in a different way, like saying like how it's odd that she's talking about this and how people are rebutting against it. That's fair enough. It was probably bound to be picked up by somebody. I didn't think Internet Versus was going to pick up my tweet. But I wasn't fully on the idea that she would cope about it in the way that she did. I'm willing to take the L on that, if that's the way she copes about it. I just don't think you should do that in public, really. I don't think you want to do that in front of like millions of people. I just thought that way. Anyway. Welcome to Internet Versus. Expect people to give you traction for a bit before you are forgotten till the next Internet Versus. I hope I get forgotten. That's that's the thing here. I do not want to be remembered. Not in that way. I gave an opinion, and that opinion was taken and promptly ripped to shreds by a good amount of people, but also liked by a lot of people. That's why it was picked up, because it was liked by a whole lot of people. A 100 viewers? I would love to have 100 viewers watch me, but I don't know if I have the acting chops to keep going for like 6 hours. I am no Asmongold, nor am I any of the people that I follow on Twitch. All right, bring me some food, man. You need to ship me some of that food, all right? So when you're done, going to be on Toddy's Discord as well if anything comes up. Just make sure that you ship that food. All right, first class in the mail. I don't care what you're making, but you got to share. You got to share. Don't forget, you got to share, man. People will talk about it for a few weeks and they'll drop. A few weeks is a little too long for me. I honestly, I didn't think that tweet would ever get any kind of like actual notice. I was wrong. I was entirely wrong. I should have figured if I was going to comment on it and reveal my own thoughts there, that I should probably think about whether I want to push the send button. But thank you, Jehudi, for giving me your opinion. It's very helpful. It was very helpful. That's how the internet drama be. Here's my opinion on all this. It looks like Tectone wants to move on with his life, right? But if she brings it up every now and then, because this is the first time she does it, if she keeps bringing it up, obviously there's an obvious reason why she's doing it. I want to think that she's not doing that. I want to think that it was just a moment there that she talks about it, and that, they'll just forget about each other, leave each other alone, and go their separate ways. This is why we proofread our tweets and ask questions. Is this how I want to be remembered? Honestly, when I reread that tweet, I said, thinking from my corner, right, where I didn't know an SA victim who acted like the way she did, I'm like, this is weird. This is odd to me. Like, I wasn't even judging her like that. I just said, this is odd. Although I did make the comment saying that one of them is happens to have a fiance and the other one is still single, which Tectone's the one with the fiance, which is odd for somebody who's an assaulter, right? It's a little odd. When nowadays, we can't dismiss the idea that she could have done it as a stunt and taunt Tectone into getting into trouble. It's a possibility, but I don't think she wanted to do that, to be honest. I think she wanted to poke at it, and I think she wanted to make fun of it and roast them for it, because, she won her court case, and I'm guessing she's doing a victory lap. Tectone should have just said nothing. He should have just took it on the chin, because you can't do anything. He lost the court case. To be fair, you can only really speak on your own experience. True. But it is only the experience of a third-party person. Like, there were SA victims that were also in that tweet, which I'm surprised Internet Versus didn't pick up. But there were people in there who were saying, why is she talking like this about her own, assault event? Like, I didn't do that, and, people were speaking up in the tweet. So it's kind of weird that my tweet was picked up. Like, damn. You would think you would go for like somebody who actually was a victim and they were talking about it. It sucks that we cannot dismiss that possibility. I mean, anything could have happened. We weren't there. We really can't make any judgments on it. Either or could be right or wrong. Techie could have done it. He could have done it. Pink Chew could have lied. We don't know. Can't say for certain. The only thing that we can do is like take it for what it is. Everybody says look at the transcript. I looked at the transcript. I did. It was too long. Let's just say that. I looked at the transcript, and all they really did was point out how much of a jackass he was on Twitter. They talked about how he would say stuff on Twitter and they were taking that on the chin. Saying like, oh, because he acted like this on Twitter, he must have done it. Wasn't really any proof showing that he actually did it. unless he goes to actual court and takes it to like a lawsuit kind of thing, which I'm surprised he's not doing. But from what he says, he doesn't want to cause any more problems. He just wants to move on from it. So he could sue her, but he's not. He's choosing not to. Your third-party experience is people normally act withdrawn when it comes to that, and they don't want to speak about it. I mean, Jehudi just said that the way he copes about it is that he jokes about it, right? Now, his is my first third-party experience where somebody talks about that they just have fun with it, you know? So it just leaves the plausibility, right, that I'm wrong about it. So some of the stuff is related to it is very odd. Tectone probably just doesn't give a damn about it. I mean, yeah, he wants to leave it. Yeah, leave it in the past. That's exactly what he wants to do. He doesn't want to talk about it anymore. He wants to move on with his life. He has a fiance. He has his house. He has his money. He has his dogs. He's working on getting a kid, probably after he gets married. And he wants to move on with his life. He's probably set for the rest of his life, and he could just move on with the rest of his life. Him being on Rumble is probably not going to really do anything to him, since, like I said, he has money from what he says. Since, as you said, he has his life under control now, so he's not gonna bother with his past mistakes. Absolutely, he's not. He's probably trying to move on, promptly trying to move on, I should say. All right, so we got a few things that we can do tonight. There's a whole bunch of video games that you could see. No, you can't. There's a whole bunch of video games that now you can see. Don't pay attention to this. This is all content creation stuff. But don't pay attention to this or this. These are games that I'm done with. These are games that I played the demo and now I'm done with. But there's a lot of other games that I could touch upon. And I'm leaving it open, really. I could just go back until 11 to see if I can get some Blue Mage spells. I could play Path of Exile. I haven't played that in a while, actually. And continue my little escapade with my Barbarian. I could play any of these indie games here. Any of these demos. I do have some games here. I got rid of the Prince of Persia, that one Prince of Persia game that everybody said was good. Honestly, the writing is not so good. Let Cherry play with you? I mean, that depends if I play a game that you are in. So these are indie games. Those are indie games, but the Indie Observer are the games that I plan to look at and review. There's a backlog, really. I don't think I've gotten done with, like, I'm going to make a review on Bomb Bun, which, by the way, do not, I'm trying to save you guys, do not look up the creator of Bomb Bun. Whatever you do, do not look up the creator and start investigating the creator of Bomb Bun. Just do not do it. It's nothing controversial per se. Like, they didn't do any crimes through, I guess you could say, internet opinion. Sorry, I can't even tell if this was a he or she. I'm sorry, my mistake. They, the creator of Bomb Bun, let's just say they have an 18+ tag next to their name on Twitter. Let's just say that. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So the typical NSFW person that happens to make a game. Very much so, yeah. Typical? Maybe on account of just how many games out there that are very much NSFW, you're probably right. But when I look through the catalog of games that the publisher, which is basically the creator with a team, with their team, I think, but the publishing of the games themselves are all not safe for work. They're all 18 plus games. They're all 18 plus games, and I cannot show it on stream. None of the games at all. I cannot show any of those games. This is the one game that I can show from them. It's typical for you. It's probably typical. It probably is. But do not look up the creator of the game, because if you fall into their Twitter, your timeline is fucked. Jehudi, your timeline will get fucked. I cannot show you on stream the content that this person makes. I respect them wholeheartedly for making a fun ass game that is reminiscent of Bomberman. Sir, I'm a furry. It's already fucked. Oh no, listen, I don't want to give you more poison. I'm not going to be the person who distributes the drugs, all right? I may witness you being handed it, and you're my boy, so I'm not going to snitch, but I won't be the person to sit there but like, go to that corner, that person's about to hand you some heroin. I'm never doing that. I'm never doing that. This is a game that's somewhat similar because the dev was an NSFW artist before he made the game, and the game was originally supposed to be 18 plus. It really would change my timeline much. It really wouldn't. Oh my god, what do you guys look at? My timeline is both. Oh my Jesus, guys, that doesn't mean I'm going to tell you to look at. Just, you know what, do whatever you want. You're all adults. I don't care anymore. I gave you my warning. Y'all are adults. Y'all can do whatever you want. Y'all can do whatever you want. Just to be safe, I'm gonna see something here. Am I still on the page? Okay, thank God I'm not. I love that game. I love Bomb Bun. I really do. I love the game. I just wish it didn't. Like, if I look up the developer, right? The developer will go to Critical Bliss, but when you go down, okay, it's not to NSFW. Okay. So when I go down, you look at the current specials. Highly Passion. I think that's a soundtrack. Yeah, that's a soundtrack, which probably has something related to the other games down there, which is Lucy Got Problems, Robo Life, Day with I Know, and Maid Mansion. And if you go any further, you have Maho Mating soundtrack. And the game exists. The game Maho Mating exists, and I looked it up out of curiosity. The goon has taken over the world. It's time to just give up, Sank. I'm trying to be a good Samaritan, guys. I'm trying to be a good Samaritan. What did you come back to? So the developer who made Bomb Bun just so have happened to made all these NSFW games and is an NSFW artist on Twitter. So don't go there on Twitter if you don't want your timeline to be F to the wall, all right? I would recommend the game very deeply. The game is amazing. Just whatever you do after that, lurking up anything about the creator and the developer of the game is all on you. We're all adults. So he's talking about devs having NSFW past. NSFW they're currently still. they are currently still, and I'm pretty sure, I'm not pretty sure, I know for certain because I peeked at it, they're basically NSFW furry artists. Now that I said that, Jehudi, don't do it. Don't do it, Jehudi. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm trying to save your life. Don't do it. Don't go to it. Don't do it, man. It's not worth it. Don't do it. Don't do it, man. If you turn off NSFW in settings, you won't see any NSFWs. But the thing is, a lot of these NSFW artists actually make good games. Like, non-NSFW. Like, they're safe for work. Like, Bomb Bun is the perfect example. It's such a fun game. It just so happens that the person who makes it makes other things too. They make looty things. As long as it's not harming anyone, that's debatable, my friend. Like, sorry, let me close the window here. Like, people debate whether or not lewd stuff actually harms people psychologically. If you know who people like Jiko are, you will know I'm already gone. Is it possible to throw a lifeline down there and bring you back from the abyss? I want to try. Give in to your temptation, Cherry. Please, Cherry. Please. It's not give into the temptation. Jehudi is apparently already there. And look, it wouldn't be the first time Twitter slams NSFW furry art in my timeline. I'm not even going to question that one. No, I'm not even. No. Yummy, do I have to throw a lifeline at you too? For a while, it's been slamming stuff at me, even without me looking at the timeline. For the first place, without you looking in the first place. It connects though. It can, like, if you look up regular art for people who make anime art, right? That's fine, but I'm pretty sure that connects to even more like lootier art. And if you look at more lootier art, which is not, NSFW, but it's like it's on the borderline. It's safe for work, but they're in a pose and in an outfit. Maybe that'll dip you under the line a little bit because it was like, oh, so you like that stuff? Look, I have spicy art of my card 14, so this temptation is already happening. I can't do that, man. Well, Twitter timeline was absolutely fucked. That's the thing about the time. It was because Twitter was absolutely screwed and sent random shit to random people. You know what? That's very true. That's very true. Now the algorithm is better and the timeline, at least for my Twitter, is better. Oh god, now that let me just see. I probably got a few fuck. God damn. Oh no. Damn it. Well, I'm sticking to my guns anyway. I basically just got like shat on Twitter. I basically got shat on in Twitter. I really did. I just got shat on Twitter. Basically just got shat on Twitter. I'm I'm still not gonna budge anyway. I don't care. Not at this point. But no, thanks to Jehudi. Jesus Christ. I can't show you the notifications, man. There was a few death threats in there. I can't. There was a few of them. That's what I was scared about. I was like, oh crap, my tweet was featured on in a YouTube video. I'm boned. Thank God I don't have a Twitter anymore. Good for you, man. Sig was just talking about furry porn. I was actually. I was. They're that vile, huh? Well, it's Twitter, man. Like, I have to expect it. Nobody wants to start a conversation. They've called... So, going through all the notifications that I just went through, I was called a retard. I was called every other slur under the sun. A few death threats, and... Hey! They just called me a techie fan enjoyer, and I'm like, I don't think I've ever called myself a techie fan, but okay. There's a reason why I quit Twitter, my guy. There has to be some way, like, I use it as an outlet to talk about the Indie Observer, really. But damn, dude. Also, I see you, Toddy. How you doing, Toddy? Yeah, we were just talking about furry porn. Nobody lied. We were also talking about, like, essay and all that other stuff, and how I tweeted out how I thought it was odd somebody coped it in the way that it was coped. But I'm going to take the L. And, hey, people can cope the way they want to cope, but I've never experienced it that way. That's the TLDR of it. I was also just given a whole bunch of, people just bombed and went in through that tweet and basically just ripped me to shreds, so... She used that to make people even angrier. That is not the best advice at all. I don't know why you gave me that bit of advice, Cherry. I think you want me to socially die. I honestly think you want me to socially die. Do you want me to socially die, Cherry? I don't think I've even been on my Twitter account in a long time. You don't have to. But in context, I said that it was odd for a person... Because I'm not going to hide anything. I thought it was odd for a person to talk about their assaulter, and I said it was odd that they were very sexual about it. Because in my opinion, where I've come from as a third party, because it never happened to me, people don't want to talk about it. People don't want to share it in front of like millions of people. People just want to like leave it in the past. But Jehudi tells me that he copes with it by joking about it. So it can be done in different ways. And I'm willing to take the L on that. People will still support you. Not if the entire internet hates me. Maybe like the few stragglers. Question? So what's the question? Right now I'm trying to get home after the last 3 weeks of work. Go home and sleep. I don't know. Sleep. Do it. Though, yeah, to be honest, Sync doesn't have to do anything. Their Twitter will eat itself. I don't have to do anything. Why are you in the pink and purple room, lol? Oh, this pink and purple room is the designated spot that I chose myself to be in this house. That is because my sister also lives here and she needs the room. Obviously, she needs the room. It's not like I'm gonna take that room away from her. She needs the bigger room. The pink and purple was because this used to be her room and I didn't want to change it. But I will not be in this house for much longer. Carrie likes the room. I like the purple. Purple is my favorite color. Sometimes you just gotta go with the flow and keep the manly colors. It's alright. I don't really care about like the background really. What I do care about is the fact that out of all the tweets that Internet Versus decided to choose, nothing against Internet Versus, by the way. I honestly think he's more of a respectable man. But out of all the tweets, he decided to use mine. So Toddy, if you don't know, my tweet was featured in an Internet Versus video. And when I saw that, I died a little. Taking notes from Vegeta? Yeah. I mean, you're talking about, look, man, gotta sometimes, yeah. Gotta take those manly colors. That the pink and purple just works together. Oh, when was that? Just today. The video, I just showed the video on stream just today, and my, let's just say my tweet there was a lot of things that was that went forward to me, like, you know, being an idiot, stupid, I'm an artard, I'm a retard, I'm not afraid to say it. They've called me a bunch of slurs and death threats. Typical. It's typical stuff. You just seen your character picture, goon to it, and then decided to add you on the video. I do respect Internet Versus. I do respect the guy on Internet Versus. You do know that, right? Like, I'm not mad at him or anything like that. For the unfamiliar, that is a DBZ abridged joke. Of course. They just dumb? They're passionate people. I'm sure all those people who are on Twitter all the time doing all that stuff, they're just random people that I'll never meet in my life. I'm just putting it mildly or lightly. I'm being nice about it because I don't want to hate these people. They're just random strangers who just so happen to, you know, want to bury me in the ground. Eh. Yes, he did have a pink shirt, yeah. Pink princess. That was a good time. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. So how about this? So any gaming tonight? I was thinking going into 11 to get some Blue Mage spells, or playing an indie game that I haven't played on stream yet, or have played, and maybe we can all play together. Because there are a couple games here. I don't know if I even have my 11 sub, lol. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. I was trying to avoid playing 14 because all I was going to do in 14 was try to get some of the Blue Mage spells there. I don't think I want to play RuneScape. I just beat the dragon in RuneScape Dragon Wilds, and honestly, it wasn't too bad. You're already behind on crap? I don't think you could really be behind in 11, honestly. Like, you could just take your time in that game, can't you? Dragon Wilds? You haven't seen Dragon Wilds? Like, RuneScape Dragon Wilds? Have I even seen that one? It's the survival game that they basically copped off of Valheim. Did they now? That's kind of funny. Vegeta referencing. No, not 11. bills, lol. Oh. You haven't seen the bill for you haven't seen the bills? There's like the house bills. That's kind of what I thought you were talking about. But like that's kind of a problem if you're not on auto pay, right? I was also thinking about looking at 2XKO. They're coming out with a new character. Maybe I should just like brush up my skills on that one. There's a lot to choose from. I could also play Dragonkin. I was thinking about making another character. I was choosing between the Knight and the Barbarian in that one. Excuse me. I could play Slay the Spire too, you know, that's also a multiplayer game. If I had a Hightail server, I would have been playing that. But yeah, there you go, Toddy. Featured in a video. People took notice of the very tweet, found it, and started ripping me to shreds. I have not, however, been ratioed on that tweet. Forgot my server is still running. Your server is still running. I'm trying to make a server where it could hold 100 people. And I don't think there is one yet, so I have to really think about that one. I have to work on that. Saw those two, and I was like, if Sync plays that game, he's probably going to play those two. Yeah, I was going to play either a Knight or a Barbarian. I'm really gearing either towards the Barbarian or the Knight. I think maybe towards the Barbarian, because he's just like, you know, ooga booga, I'm gonna hit you with a hammer. Two-handed hammers, man. But the Knight is also really good. If you need help spell hunting in 11, I can help out. It's nice of you, buddy. I'm probably gonna start simple. Start with the most simple stuff in 11. Then how is that being ripped to shreds? How is that being ripped to shreds? The comments on it is the ripping to shreds. I'm not going to say anything back to them. They all came in and commented, but I'm just gonna let them do their thing, get their death threats and stuff out the way, and move on with my life. Honestly, it's just kind of funny. Flamethrower spear is pretty unique. It is pretty unique. I was either, like I said, it was either Knight or Barbarian. I think I might actually go with the Knight because of the shield. Because the Barbarian, they do eventually gain like ice magic and all that other stuff. But they're definitely the most offensive, well, physically offensive, I would say.
That's it. I'm getting me mallet.
It's just them making fools of themselves. And people kind of like what they said, though. You know, people agreed with what they said. It's the same as when people agreed what I said, but those are all people who, honestly, the people who liked the tweets don't say anything. A lot of the times, if not anything, the people who really do not like your tweets will start saying shit. But then again, at this point in time, I don't care. I don't care anymore. I shouldn't have said anything, to be honest. I just felt as though, like, because I knew people who had SA, it was like, I've never seen somebody like that, so. Draken, though, is the progression of the story is not tied to the character. Ah. It's tied to the city. Okay. Oh yeah. They did talk about that in their trailer. Yeah, it's been 1 hour. I wanted to get that out of the way. I'm still not really too sure what I want to play. Like, I do have a hankering to get some Blue Mage spells in 11. PoE? We could play PoE for sure. I'm staring at Octopath Traveler 0 just as well, because I really didn't get far in that one. You know, I still have Dread Mist. I still have Dread. I never deleted it. Ain't that nuts? Ain't that funny? Yeah, I'm just looking at my library here. I should really think about, like, now that you're talking about it, Argus, I should really look into, like, a server that can hold 100 people. That would probably cost me a good amount of money just to hold, like, 100 people. The server that I had, or still have, I just need to pay for the service again, it only holds 8 people. Hold 3,000 people? Man, if only we could. $100, isn't that a bit much right now? The reason why I want 100, because I want to have the option of people just going in and out. Coming in, going out, coming in, and going in and out whenever they want. So, like, you never know if there's, like, you know, a large amount of people who want to play that particular server. The only thing, though, that I would have to probably do with a 100-person server is how to be a moderator for it and how to manage it. No, we have not played Barony in a while. We have not played Barony in a good long while. You are absolutely correct about that. Like, I was thinking about, like, opening up a Core Keeper server. I was thinking about opening up a Hightail server. I was thinking about trying to get us back into Fellowship so that we can at least make it to the final tier again, or not again, but make it to the finals here. Then there's Fantasian that I want to actually complete, or at least beat that. There's a bunch of games that I do want to play on stream. Like, I already kind of sort of beaten, where is it? I don't see it. It's not there anymore. No, where is it? Gotta erase it. Godbreaker. Ugh. Well, I'm hoping people will forget who I am after a while. They always do, they will. Yeah, I just hope sooner than later. Let's see. God, I really do wish I had that server lined up for Hightail. Plus, I gotta get 99 Rune Fencer. That's true. You have to update the Core Keeper game. Okay. What I will do... I think I'm going to do a little blue magic. Where is it? So blue mage. Blue magic. Fudge. So, okay. They have the list here for blue mages. Oh wow, there's a lot. Oh wow, there's a whole lot. Holy crap. 150 something, right? 100 or 147? It was 147. My case for Core Keeper, I'm just warned. Sorry, just worried. Also had the same issue I had when I tried to play with some people and have the connection timeout once in a while. Hope that's fixed, honestly. We should set something up for Barony one day. That's true. See if I can get in contact with Solus on that one. What the hell happened here? What is going on with the... You still a beast in Megabonk? A beast, you say? Do I still play Megabonk? Not too much anymore. You sure you have to add you on Steam for Core Keeper? I should already be your friend on Steam, to be honest. Let's get a few spells. Kind of forgot about Megabonk. Wonder if multiplayer is coming up soon. I don't know. Oops. So my password is... That's my password, guys. Did you get all that? Aww. Don't look at the top left corner. Don't look at the top left corner. Just don't look at it. Well, I'm already in Bastock right now. I can get, like, the worm and stuff. Really? Not on the friend list? Odd. odd, I say. There's Sandspin. It's a worm. I can get that. Bastock, Rabbit, Bastock, or Bee Bastock, Rabbit is Sandy, and it's level 1. Those are all level 1 spells. Beetle, Sapling, and Mandragora. I think the Beetle is also in Bastock. The Sapling and the Mandragora. I think the Sapling's in Windurst and the Mandragora's in Windurst. Crab, Crawler, Funger, Orc. I'm just going down the list here. So, Worm first. Well, I guess we're gonna have to fix that, Cherry. Guess that's also true. You haven't. Oh, should probably change jobs here. Spinning. And I believe in terms of equipment, I just hope I don't have to wear that dumb harness. Ah, damn it. I hate this thing. I hate this thing. I don't know why they wanted to show your bare chest like that. Where'd my pants go? I did not have pants? Or did I purposely not go with pants because I knew it was going to be too embarrassing wearing the whole harness? Probably that. I'm probably thinking that's what happened. Ready for the bedroom. All right, Jehudi, thanks for dropping on by, buddy. You said you were ready for the bedroom. I'm going to say, well, get ready to go to bed. Wow, Saint, didn't know you were planning that kind of gameplay. I mean, I played Bomb Bun, so... You really got thrown out just like that? I mean, you're a grown-ass adult. You can do whatever you want. Cowboy ring, E-Chat ring. Oh, well, hold on. The E-Chat ring. Re-raise. I don't have anything for neck. Do I have... I thought I had something for hands. What the fuck? Oh, there it is. Bronze mittens. Not even kissing the homie goodnight. Can you believe it? No, man. I don't kiss homies goodnight. You grown ass man. Better kiss your own hand to me goodnight. Nah, I'm not kicking anybody out. There it is. And I saw a wax. There it is. I was like, wax sword does. Oh wait, what's the difference here? Oh, that's even faster. You know, Cherry kind of wants some of those people from X that got mad at you to come here, so Cherry has someone to ban. You never know if they might be watching. I don't know. Well. You can change your look with macros. Yeah, I've never set it up though. You're right about that. What? What? Why would you do that? I want you to look me in the face, Yehudi. I want you to look me in the face. I want to ask you, why? Why would you do that? Why? Why would you do that? I don't think I want to be introduced to any kind of harness. Please. Please don't. Or just modify the sniper to be a belt fed instead. I'm sure there's a way to do that. The plane has left the airport ages ago. You don't get an explanation. No. Mercy. I wish to use a mercy card. I wish to use a mercy card. Okay, I missed. Good. Oops, forgot to. Well, I did level up. I don't hear a safe word. I don't hear a safe word. Why? Oh, and he stops. No, he doesn't. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna out level this entire place if I do that. Do it that way. He's literally hitting me for 0. Or it is literally hitting me for 0. Can we make a safe word? I know the popular one is banana. There you go, that's the safe word. He should probably do it. Maybe I have to hit it a little bit. I missed. There it is. No, that's not it at all. That's sound vacuum.
Safe
What?
word acknowledged. Now hop to it. Pain is pleasure after all.
Still not comfortable about the harness. That's not what I wanted at all. Get out of here, worm. Okay, so maybe it's not the tunnel worm. The huge hornet, tunnel worms, tunnel worms. Pretty sure the tunnel worm should be able to do it. Worm, sand spin. So all tunnel worms can do it. All worms can do it. Okay. The heck are you talking about? Getting used to it? No. I can't get used to that. A dash of leather? Well, let's not take this too far here, right? Like let's back up a little bit. About to turn this into friggin' whatever that friggin' movie is. Or book. Could be worse. You could be forced to level a job in your underwear. Practically am. I practically am. I feel naked. Like I'm showing my bare chest to you people. Well, not really. I'm showing my bare back. There's my bare chest. Like, who thought that? You know what would be great for starting gear? If the whole chest area was open. I'm not going to talk about my raid days on Terra Online. I remember you were into that game, but like, I don't know about the raids. I really don't. I don't think you really shared too much about that. But yeah, don't talk about it if it's that bad. They took the... Was that it? No, that was a full force blow. If you played female, your in-game armor is literally just panties and a bra. Yeah, they knew what they were doing. Excuse me. They knew exactly what they were doing. They're like, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna keep players into the game? Let's use panties and bras on our women. What? Didn't they all wear stilettos and stuff like that? Like, each and every female character was wearing heels except for the small chibi characters. They kept making the new classes female only. I don't think a lot of people would complain about it. because I think that was the audience they wanted to garner. Even the Ellens? Oh my goodness. Because 2 DPS class I liked were Ellens only. Ah. Yeah, kinda saw that coming with Terra, honestly. Not the females being showcased all over the place kind of thing, but that it wasn't really gonna last too long. Lick the worm. How about you lick the worm, Cherry? You lick the worm. I don't want to lick the worm. Reaper and Shinobi. I saw Shinobi. I don't think I ever saw Reaper. I think I fell off before that. Maybe. Maybe Reaper was always there. Was Reaper always there? Cherry is not on. That's because that being doomed by a worm right now. You are. I'm not being. Wait. I'm not being just domed by a worm right now, but I am. That doesn't mean I'm going to lick it. It's called Reaper. Yeah, I must have like either I forgot about it or I just never. I wasn't there for that. Sooner or later, he'll get the TP for it. Sooner or later, he'll do damage to me. It was the first class they released outside of the base game class. So I must have been there for it because I know of Ninja. Maybe? It is what it is. Do it! Do the TP skill! Okay, you know what? Alright, so I do need to go to the bathroom real quick. You mind if I go ahead and go pee-pee? I need to go pee-pee. I have to go back to my Twitter again because it's like I go back to my Twitter and I see a new comment. Oh, my life, dude. My life, dude. I don't know what to say about it. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Never have a Twitter. Never have a Twitter. Not back yet. Give me a second. Still not back yet. I'm back. Okay. We're gonna have to take a different approach to this. So I could kill the worm. Could kill any bee, but like bee has pollen. I don't think I've ever seen any of the bees or huge hornets do pollen. And that one's kind of almost essential. Because that one's a heal. Yeah, I'm thinking that. Want some advice? Sure. Looking at the bees though. Let me see something. Pollen. Oh, you know what? It probably would be better to go for the bigger bees then. It was like the man. He just did some crit damage on me. Maybe I should go for the Catchnut Highlands huge wasps. But I don't know which one uses pollen in a way. Get them, oh, 25% and turn around. You know what? You're right. I don't think they're going to use pollen, really. I think I'm going to have to go after the bigger ones, the higher level ones, though. That might have to be done. Maybe the one in... Maybe in the Kronstadt Highlands? Would rather not go to Gideus. Yeah. Level 5. Give me a second here. This is what I freaking get for having Azure Lore. Oh. Even if I get him to 20, okay. Shouldn't matter. Damn. I'm gonna have to name a plan for this. I'm gonna have to study up on the blue mage list. See what people can advise for that. I think in the meantime, maybe I'll come back to this. No, I'll come back to this. Ugh. Oh god. I'm still thinking about that video, man. Still thinking about it. Good job being a masochist. Don't give anybody ideas, please. Don't give anybody ideas. Woo! Some good water, man. Where am I at in PoE? There's Dragonkin just as well. Giving people ideas. No, don't do that. Expert needing really DPS. That's kind of funny. I've never seen that, or I haven't seen that in a while. Let's do some Dragonkin. I would play PoE, and I think I will. God. There we go. Select the character. Should have known you could choose multiple characters. Well, that's crazy. Balance, aggressive, multi-hit. The man is huge, man. Look at him.
Who knows? Perhaps the heroes that the Alliance of Men has been waiting for will be found among this unit's latest recruits. It's freezing. Not a good thing. That's not ideal. What the hell is that? Kinda not feeling them. Kinda not feeling it. Kinda not feeling it. I'm just talking about the barbarian. I know he's gonna act just like the barbarian from oh. It's gonna act like the barbarian from the oh gosh, the camera's fucking up. Who knows? Perhaps the heroes that the Alliance of Men has been waiting for will be found among this unit's latest recruits.
I kind of like this.
There they are. Nicely done, Sonkai.
Take care of yourself, apprentice. There are dragonkin gathered here.
These are the ones that killed Bjorn's brother. I know they're poison.
Let us eliminate them. We cannot let them establish themselves this close to Monteskai. Is anyone hurt?
We're fine. Somehow. But what is this totem? It seems as though all the Dragonkin were heading straight for it. Our apprentice was able to find us by following them.
Astria, you're the expert in draconic rites. Do you have any idea where they could have come from?
All signs point to this totem having been used for a ritual of corruption. And from the sheer amount of blood spilled here,
Hey, that's not the best
we can
voice acting
assume they
here.
have enslaved a host of victims.
The statue is crafted from black willow. It must be from the Jaxara's swamp. My clan's caravans used to stop for supplies there, before passing through your lands.
So far from here? Could the Dragonkin have carried this idol all the way across the plains?
There would have to be countless adepts among their number if so. We must warn the Council of Monteskai without delay.
Given the scale of this invasion, it should not be difficult to win the Councilors over. They'll surely decide to attack in force.
Perhaps it would be best to learn more about our enemy before rushing in. If we are to root out a cult of this size, we need to avoid making any hasty decisions.
There would be one way to learn more about these creatures. A reconnaissance mission. If we send a small group, they may go unnoticed. A few skilled soldiers need only enter their lands and target their sanctuaries and camps. Then we'll see how they respond. We'd need to leave before reinforcements arrive from the plains. But this would allow us to gather information while also creating a diversion.
So be it. The apprentice will accompany Sonkan while we protect the borderlands around the Alliance. The apprentice will gain a bit of experience in the company of a tracker. All that leaves is the accolade, and to make him a dragon hunter officially.
They're all leaving. One thing I really say is for skills, I hope you like experimenting and moving stuff around. I mean, I'm all about experiment. Or maybe I one-shot everybody else, Cherry. Have you ever thought of that?
Need to catch my
fire be cleansed!
Oh.
You shall burn!
Why would it do that?
I have no...
That was weird. I think there's a bit of a thing going on there. Oh, it being on cooldown? Yeah, I'm gonna I don't know. I don't know. What? Skip the story and fast track to the end game. Just just skip the entire story. Ooh, that's nice. That's cool. That was really cool. It means they actually made the map to scale.
There's not a moment to lose.
Are they following me? I think they are. Oh god. This is not how I wanted to become famous. You can skip the story tree, will show you true chaos. Nah. How about I don't skip the story? Jesus Christ. Yeah, that does make a little bit of sense, yeah. They wanted to skip the story. Multiplayer means you have to make a new character to join them. Hmm. Oh! My personal chest. Okay, cool. Game is kind of skipping frames there. Okay. All right. Hold on. I'm gonna plan out tomorrow. I think that would be a better choice. I'll do things early tomorrow because I have spring cleaning to do. So I'm gonna try to plan some things out tonight. Right? I think I'll see you guys early tomorrow morning, which means I probably won't see a lot of you guys. I'll be here by myself for a while. All right, so I also need to like really get that whole Twitter thing out of my head. So I'm going to distract myself for a little while by planning. Oh man. All right. See you tomorrow.